to talk about enterprise in the diaspora. The first person is Mr. Devon Thomas, who is a stalwart in the diaspora, begin the whole thing from the Red Rush days, tell you about the history in terms of how business in Caribbean diaspora developed over the years, and then we will get the other one.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. No, you got up early and you feel a little frazzled, just like me. But my name is Devon Thomas. Yes, I'm the Executive Director of the Lambeth Enterprise, which is one of the oldest enterprise organizations in the country. We've been operating since 1978. We operate according to the principles of the national hero of Jamaica, the Honorable Marcus Massa Garvey, which is about self-sufficiency and being able to run and control our future. He started this movement 100 years ago. He came to London this year. My parents met at Idlewild Park. Anybody know about Idlewild Park? You mean you don't know your own history? But wait. Idlewild Park was a complex of buildings that he acquired in Crossroads in the 1930s. And the basis not only of our philosophy of self-sufficiency, but our cultural life, many of the cultural icons in our community. Miss Louise Bennett, Bim and Bam, most of they cut their teeth by having to perform at Idlewild Park on a Sunday. They had to know how to public speak and listen to our young people here in the UK after they've been in school for 15 years and they're going on, well, you know what I mean, like all kind of foolishness. And my parents could get up at a public function after only having 5-6 years education and keep you wrapped with poetry, quotations from the Bible, and folk wisdom. So this is the heart of our community, and we work with people like yourselves who are business people, who are starting. We are developing our own institutions here. There's a young lady sitting at the back. She's my colleague, Ms. Junior Raymond. We're developing a small business loan scheme, licensed and as regulated and transparent as the Jamaican Stock Exchange. We know some of you won't reach that stage yet, but we have to help you there. We provide support and advice from the idea right the way through to some of our big businesses here who we've worked with. For example, we helped a number of the well-known businesses. Who know about Choice Radio? It's no longer necessarily total control by us, but we helped start it and put together the prospectus that raised the capital to launch that business. The Voice newspaper, you know about that? Yeah. We did the business plan for the Voice newspaper 30 years ago. When Mr. Val McKellar, a countryman of ours, he had this idea, he worked for the East London News, and he had a business model, because previous to that, we had papers like the West Indian World and so on. And even before that, we had the West Indian Gazette, started by Claudia Jones, who was a Trinidadian. But they are very fitful, because they were dependent on too small a market to generate revenue to run the paper. And he came up with a new model, and here it is today, joined together with the Gleaner, and our best-selling newspaper. So, I always said we said to those young people this morning at the school, because this was quite a new experience for them. And I said, look, you're going to Mr. Tesco. You know that Mr. Cohen started on a market stall in Leeds Market. I'm heavy on the history. I'm a griot, a teller of stories. Reconnect you with your history, because once you understand that, you can look forward. As the Honorable Mosiah said, a people without knowledge of its history is like a tree without roots. So know where you're coming from. If you're in business, our business is business. So if you want to reach Jamaica Stock Exchange, come and see Lambeth Enterprise. Thank you.